Hello and welcome to Combat Talk Podcast. My name is Charlie. Happy New Year and welcome back as we break down the first UFC annual card of the year as Giga Chikadze takes on Calvin Kattar in a featherweight bout in the UFC Apex. Before I give this fight a breakdown, let me just say what a way to start off 2022. Two amazing strikers, two amazing title contenders, which to be honest I wouldn't be surprised whoever wins this is probably next at the belt for Alexander Volkanovski, because it's with Calvin Kattar being the number 5 ranked fighter, for him there's a lot of tension and a lot of heart. The fans want to see him win, especially for this one, because given off his last performance against Max Holloway back in January, which he started off the year back then, so this is his second year in a row. But in that bout against Max Holloway, it was very... He didn't give much to show for why he was the ranked fighter, Max Holloway clearly dominated that fight, and this is his comeback fight. He hasn't fought in 1 year. He's been in the gym, he's been training with Rob Font, so it'll be very interesting, People do forget, take away that performance against Max Holloway, that Calvin Kattar, he has fast hands, he's an amazing boxer, He went onto the scene back in April of 2020, which, if I'm not mistaken, he knocked out Jamie Stevens. And, I'm really excited to see what he has to give to the table this Saturday. So, Calvin Kattar, he doesn't have the easiest test up against him, with Giga Chikadze, a very traditional European kickboxer, the Giga kick is back this Saturday, so he's on a 7-fight win streak, he's coming off a very impressive win against Edson Barboza, and to be honest, the most important and the most impressive win of his career. And why I say the most impressive win of his career, just given the point that he beat Barboza where he's most comfortable, Anyone who knows the sport of mixed martial arts know that Edson Jr. Barboza is by far one of the most dangerous kickboxers, the most dangerous kickers of all time, multiple finishes. And, it'll be interesting because the way he handled Edson Barboza, he finished him a little late going into the fight, and he broke him down piece by piece at a style where the fighter is most dangerous and comfortable at. So stylistically wise, it is a kickboxer versus a boxer type bout, given the fight, if you watch it on paper, you could say it was really anyone's fight, but given from confidence and hunger to be number one, with Calvin Kattar being the number 5 ranked and Chikadze being ranked number 8 in the featherweight division, this is his way to break into the top 5 and closer to a title shot, given that the confidence that Chikadze is going in. I heard he's talking some smack about Volkanovski, so he wants that promotion booth. And with a performance this weekend that he's been putting off in his last 7 fights, he has multiple first round finishes. As I said, he finished Edson Barboza late in his last bout, and he's coming off a first round finish against Cub Swanson. With a win like that, could put him really on the title scene. And no disrespect on Calvin Kattar, an amazing boxer. I just think that stylistically wise, but more off the mindset, I think he has a stronger mind than Calvin Kattar. No disrespect to the fighter of Kattar, but I think that throughout the fight, I do think that Giga Chikadze will break Calvin Kattar. Probably a decision. If you were to ask me, he would probably out-kickbox him, knowing from his heart throughout his whole career and the resiliency that he has. It is really hard to put Calvin Kattar away, but you never underestimate your fighters. Calvin Kattar, he's the number 5 ranked featherweight for a reason, and multiple finishes, an amazing fighter. Him again has a statement to make, given off his last performance where, as I said before, no disrespect, he didn't give much of an effort to Max Holloway, but if you were to ask me, I would have to give a unanimous decision to Giga Chikadze.